And our team is tracking our top story.
That's right, Michael. Helene is on the move right now. There is a live look at Atlanta getting slammed this morning.
It is the strongest hurricane to make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region on record. It's brought massive amounts of rain, historic flooding. We have team coverage across the storm zone, starting with Ginger in Treasure Island, Florida. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, George. This storm was remarkable for so many reasons. I want to start with where we are in Treasure Island. We were at best 100 miles from the storm when it was its closest. But look at the damage here. The storm surge that was record around Tampa Bay. 5 to 7 feet of actual ocean water pushing boats across a 4-lane causeway into homes. I mean, right here, I can see at least a half dozen up and down this road. This is the damage, and it's nothing compared to what's going on to our north through Georgia and a flash flood emergency right now in North Carolina.
Overnight, Hurricane Helene slamming into Florida's Big Bend, making landfall as a deadly Category 4 storm. Catastrophic sustained wind up to 140 miles per hour, the first ever Cat 4 on record for the Big Bend.
Oh, there goes.
The warnings of unsurvivable storm surge eerily playing out in Steinhatchee. Entire homes swept away.
Houses floating away.
Ripped off their foundation by Helene's surge. The porch on this home left behind. The scene illuminated by lightning. At least 5 people are dead across Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. One of those deaths happened when this sign fell onto a car in Florida.
That just shows you that it's very dangerous conditions out there.
The storm's footprint, massive. You can see it from the satellite there in space. Tropical storm force winds extending up to 310 miles from the center.
We had a 76-mile-per-hour wind gust, and we are 150 miles away from the center of the storm. That's how far-reaching this thing is.
Florida Highway Patrol shutting down major bridges across Tampa Bay. Record surge making it too dangerous to pass. Waves battering all lanes. Down in Fort Myers, rescuers fighting the wind, deploying boats in waist-high floodwater. In South Pasadena, first responders rushing to emergency calls of raging fires surrounded by storm surge. And in Clearwater, a man and his dog rescued after his 36-foot sailboat started taking on water. Officials in the Big Bend asking those who chose not to evacuate before the storm to write their name and birth date on their body with permanent marker, hoping that could help with identification in case of the worst.
My goodness. I think my roof is coming apart. Yeah, this is the real deal.
Michael Bobbitt staying behind, rescuing his neighbors on Cedar Key.
Their house is going to be completely covered in water. They would have died in that house.
Our Whit Johnson reporting overnight from a flooded Tampa.
You can see we're actually elevated a little bit, but look at that water line down that step. You can see how deep it is.
Power out for more than 2 million customers from Florida to Georgia. This AccuWeather storm chaser capturing transmission towers igniting. 911 overload. Cars abandoned on roads, water too high.
This storm is raging.
Waves crashing over walls, flooding homes.
I really couldn't even evacuate if I wanted to at this point.
Water flooding Matthew Heller's living room in Tampa, forcing him to break out his kayak to get around.
I've got probably 5 feet of water in my lower level right now. I was walking around and I got the cactus to the leg. So then I decided to jump in the boat to avoid all my plants that were floating around my lower level.
Helene is still a tropical storm. It is jetting north at 30. It's still in northeast Georgia, but look at that shield of rain all the way back to Indiana, Illinois, Ohio. And we're going to watch this thing have a flash flood emergency on it. Asheville's included, western North Carolina, where the worst of the weather happening now, but so many people will be impacted. I'll do the whole forecast coming up, Michael.
All right, Ginger, thank you for that. And let's go to Victor Oquendo in Perry, Florida, where the storm made landfall as a powerful Category 4 hurricane. And Victor, you're already seeing some of the damage.
We are. Good morning, Michael. We made our way to Perry from Tallahassee. It is about an hour to the east. There were downed trees lining the entire route. This is the closest city to where Helene made downfall. Helene packing a wind gust here, maximum 99 miles per hour, taking down trees all over the place like this one. This was a large palm tree that a city crew just took a chainsaw to. It snapped like a toothpick and actually came down right on top of this white pickup truck here. Did some damage to that as well. And Rebecca, with sunlight, it's only going to reveal even more damage.
99-mile-per-hour winds. Okay, Victor, thank you. And one of the biggest concerns here from the hurricane is the storm surge. Whit Johnson is in Tampa, where it hit a record level. Good morning, Whit.
Hey, Rebecca, good morning to you. And you're looking at the devastating impact of that record storm surge. We're along the popular Bayshore Boulevard. This is an area lined with homes and businesses, and the water came up and over that seawall, stretching into the neighborhoods. Meteorologists and officials have been predicting up to 8 feet of storm surge. That's exactly what we got. It was 6 to 8 feet in some areas around Tampa, shattering previous records. And what made the situation even more dangerous was the fact that the peak surge coincided with a high tide that came in the middle of the night after dark while people were sleeping. That's exactly what we experienced at our hotel. The fire alarm started going off. People got up, running through the hallways, and we saw that our hotel, the first floor, was flooded. All across the region, there have been dozens of swiftwater rescues, power outages, even fires associated with the flooding. And as the sun comes up this morning, people are only starting to assess the damage.
What a
George.
horrific situation. Okay, well, thanks very much. Flooding has prompted rescues in Atlanta. Faith Abubi is there. Good morning, Faith.
Yeah, good morning to you, George. The winds of Helene have not been as much of an issue as the rain it's dumping on this area. There's a creek just beyond these buildings here that is now overflowing its banks, sending rushing water through this apartment complex. Just about 2 hours ago, there were vehicles here in the parking lot that were almost completely underwater. The water is receding right now. Officials tell us that at least 25 people had to be rescued. And then nearby, they had to rescue an infant and 2 adults. They were stuck on top of their vehicle with rushing water around them. Helene has battered and whipped the state for several hours now. At least 2 people have been reported dead. Hundreds of thousands of people are now without power. And officials say we still remain under a state of emergency here in Georgia. Michael.
All right, thank you, Faith. And now we're going to go to North Carolina, which is getting hit hard this morning with a flash flooding emergency and damaging winds. And this is just the beginning for them. WSOC's Jonathan Lowe is in Asheville for us, where a mandatory evacuation order has been issued. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning to you, Michael. The officials here worried about historic and significant flooding. Could be catastrophic. They are worried about 2 particular rivers. The Swannanoa here behind me, as you can see, it is about to overtake this bridge. We are actually over at our hotel, which is just over on the other side. We were evacuated about 15 minutes ago. This is expected to crest at 21 feet. Minor flood stage is only about 10, so the water's just now beginning to rise here in the Carolinas. And as the sun comes up, we will certainly be keeping an eye out for how bad things get. Rebecca?
All right, Jonathan, thanks so much for keeping us posted on your community there, and please stay safe. We are going to go back now to Ginger, who has the storm warnings as this storm is moving inland. And
Yeah, Rebecca, the next 6 to 8 hours is going to be rough for Asheville and that area in western North Carolina. But it's also those tropical storm warnings that are still in place, South Carolina, Georgia, and North Florida. But look at those wind alerts all the way up to Indianapolis, Cincinnati included, Nashville. Because let me time it out for you. The storm is not going to let up very much. Even after it drops off tropical storm force, it will still have a lot of wind with it. Check this out. Down trees and power outages. Cincinnati at the stop there, 4 p.m., nearly 50-mile-per-hour gusts. Look at back to Memphis. You're getting that shield of rain. St. Louis, too. And so we'll look for the flash flood threat all the way through the weekend. This thing just sits and spins and do its own little pirouettes here. Look for 6 to 12 inches on top of what you've already had. That elevated risk of flash flooding through Sunday. Guys.
Okay, Ginger, thanks very much. The storm is creating an air travel nightmare. Stephanie Ramos is at Newark Airport. Good morning, Stephanie.
George, good morning. Hurricane Helene is causing widespread travel disruptions across the U.S. with more than 600 flight cancellations reported nationwide already today and hundreds of delays. The largest impact is being seen right now in the southeast. Hundreds of flights canceled over the past 2 days in Charlotte, Atlanta, and Tampa as Helene moves through. And with multiple airports closed in Florida ahead of the storm's arrival, including Tampa International and St. Pete Clearwater, we could see ripple effects for flyers heading into the weekend. Travelers are urged to check with airlines for the latest flight information and monitor local weather updates. Guys.
Okay, Stephanie, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, thank you, George. The extreme rainfall could be devastating for some areas in the path of Helene that have been hammered by severe flooding in recent weeks. Sam is here with more on that. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Michael. Some headline terrible news right now. We just have a flash flood emergency issued for Atlanta. Flash flood emergencies are rarely issued, and they're only issued when there's an immediate threat to life and property. Now, the city of Atlanta is under one, and I'll show you where else it is as well. Why is there so much rain? Well, we've had 2 days of rain in this area already before the center of this tropical moisture gets in here. So the training rain is what we call it, when the rain comes over the same area. Flash flood emergency in at least 10 counties here, and then Atlanta's involved in this right now. Again, that's an extremely dangerous situation. In the mountains of North Carolina, we're about to see catastrophic flooding to the level these people who live there now have never seen before in their lives. Why is this happening? Well, there's the training, number one. But number two, think of all this tropical moisture making a rush through Georgia from the Gulf. Now, it sees mountains ahead of it, so it lifts to get over those mountains and drops all of that rain. 13 inches of rain already before the tropical moisture gets there. When it drops this rain, it's at least 6 inches of rain. And then, same situation back into Kentucky and Tennessee, where it has been raining so much. Let's button all this up with that climate change stuff. Look at the history here since 1958 to 2021. It is much more likely on the eastern seaboard for these big wet systems to drop huge amounts of rain. They do not have to be hurricanes to do that. It is likely we will see this continue into the future. Michael?
All right, Sam, thank you for that.